Ah, we are live. So, you ready
Oh,
for the second split?
yeah, I think it starts Monday next, not tomorrow, but a week. And
Yeah.
here, I'm not going to be hunting. I'm going to be waiting. I'm going to go to North Carolina. So um, I'm leaving here on the 15th or 16th,
Okay.
and then Dixie May, how you doing?
What's up,
Um,
Dixie?
so I'll be leaving here probably, like I said, the 15th or 16th, and we're going to head up there and hunt for about a week. So I'm getting stoked for it. In the meantime, I'm trying to do a few honeydews.
Oh, I hear you.
How about yourself?
Getting ready. Went out scouting today. Saw quite a few birds.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a hunt, STA. So that's pretty cool for pretty much the 12th. So that'll be opening the day after opening day. But that area hasn't been hunted for a whole week, so the pressure should be down, which is good.
Yeah. Yep. Where's everybody else tonight? Have you heard from them?
No idea.
Hmm.
Yeah, no idea. Josh was probably eating like normal.
Oh, and you know he is. I mean, he can't help it. He, uh, yeah, I've been painting a bedroom for all weekend long. Pulled all the furniture out of it, got it all prepped up. Started yesterday. Got the first coat on. Finished up the second coat today. Got all the trim work done. We're gonna let it dry overnight and then start putting everything back together in the evenings. After work and whatnot.
Good deal. Smoking barrels. How's it going, man?
Well, I don't see him yet.
Yeah, I got
Sitting on the couch. What's Andy? I tried calling you earlier, man. Dude, um, my wife said that she wanted some ribs. All right, Andy. My wife said she wanted some ribs um, for today. So yesterday I went to the butcher shop and I picked up some ribs and got a little small, probably 2 pounds worth of pork belly, and I cooked them up as well today. Oh, you talk about something that was good. Oh
oh yeah,
man.
they came out real good.
Oh yeah, I put them on the smoker. Mm, I have eaten and worked way too much today.
That's funny.
Yeah, I took those pork bellies and I cut them up in cubes and seasoned them with meat church um, rubs, two different rubs, and put them on the smoker. Man, it was like eating melted bacon candy.
Oh man,
Oh, it
what
was.
kind of what kind of rub?
Well, they're both from Meat Church. One was um, the honey barbecue with bacon, and
Okay,
the other one was their all-purpose called the Holy Gospel. Oh no, yeah, no, called the Gospel.
nice. So it has pretty much like a what's it called? A cinnamon or something in it, or
No,
like
it's
like a sugar.
the The honey barbecue would be the sweet one. It's got, a honey flavor to it, a bacon flavor plus spice, and then the all-purpose, which is the gospel, has your salt and pepper. Hey, put me on mute.
All right. Hey, Andy, no problem, man. I'm more than happy to help you out, dude. Especially if you come down here. I mean, if you come a little bit further south, you can hunt with me. That's no problem, dude. I'm always willing to take people out. I don't care. And especially if you got the mud boater, we can hit up a couple different spots a little further south, which is nice. Definitely get into the teal. Hey, Matt, whenever you're ready, just give me a thumbs up. All right.
Sorry about that. My dad was calling me.
You're good. Yeah, I was giving some Andy some intel because he's supposed to be coming down kind of soon.
Yeah.
So I was giving him some couple areas for him to hit up.
I knew he'd been talking about it.
For this upcoming weekend, I got STA 1, that hunt, and then I have STA 5. A couple more my buddies pulled, STA 3, 4. We haven't got 2 yet, so hopefully we'll get a STA 2 hunt. Usually that does pretty good. STA 5 this year has been very, very bad. But STA 1 and 3, 4 have been on fire this year. So, like I was saying, I scouted that area, found an awesome widgeon hole. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of widgeon just diving into this little hole. So, hopefully, they stay there, and it'll be a good widgeon shoot.
Oh, yeah.
So, that'd be pretty cool. Get a couple different birds.
I'm just ready to go back. I don't care what ducks I shoot, and I'm
just as long as you pull the trigger on something, huh?
As long as I'm pulling the trigger, I'm gonna be happy.
Oh yeah.
We're carrying so much stuff to go up there. We're going up there for a week, and I'll have 6 puddlers, a couple dozen divers, some geese, and it's going to be, all right, the ducks are here. So what do we need? All right, that's what we put in the boats, and we take off. Nice. We're going back to, old school, go hunt, scout it, hunt, scout it, hunt, scout it.
Bring it back to the old days, huh?
Yeah.
Put in the homework.
Yep. Just waiting to get up there.
Nice. Yeah, it's
paint everywhere. I feel it. I think I got some in my beard. I feel it.
All sticky and everything, huh? Yeah, it's the worst. So Andy's up by you?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
okay.
Andy lives probably about 30 minutes away, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Andy, if you come down about from where I dropped that pin, probably about 2 hours south, we can definitely hunt together. We can go on your boat, my boat, whatever. Get you out there on the duck camps. That'd be pretty cool to see. Show you around the area. Definitely get on the teal. Because I mean,
get that text message from Josh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Working 12 tomorrow. That's all right. Oh well. I don't know where Lewis is. I hit him up, but he never hit me back.
Yeah,
He's supposed to be coming down in December, so that'd be pretty cool.
I got you. It's December now, so when's he coming?
I mean, I'm sorry, January. January. Uh, he'd be coming down in, let's see, like in the middle of January. So that'd be awesome. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah. I'm not exactly sure how my January is going to play out right now. It's kind of everything's just kind of up in the air right now this year. I want to. My buddy, who I'm going to North Carolina, he's up in Kentucky right now, and putting a herd on mallards. I
Awesome.
wanted to go up there with him, but I had to. You got to take your vacation when you take it, and you just got to, all right, this is what I'm going to do it and go. And I kind of figured that first week of the split would probably be the best. Birds have time to rest. Nobody's bothering them.
Yeah.
And get up there, go do my thing, and then go from there.
Yeah, I'm kind of lucky that I got that STA hunt right after the split because that STA is Friday and Sunday hunts. So that cell will be pretty calm for
Yeah.
the whole week, And then they have they open up a new side of the cell for Saturday hunts. So hopefully they push the Saturday birds into the west side, so it'll be a little bit more of a shoot.
I'm trying to get some more people in here.
Yeah, okay. The what's it called? Uh, so how are you gonna prepare for this second split?
Um, like, what do you mean?
Scouting wise, like
Well,
what are
I'm
you
not going
looking
to be able to
for?
scout. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to scout. So I'm going to be relying a lot on local information. Um, I got a buddy of mine that lives right there, Greg. So I'm going to be hunting with him. Actually, staying at his house. Me and my son, actually. So
Okay,
we'll go up there and pretty much go from what he says, what traditionally where he hunts, and then go from there. When that morning hunt's over, it's all right. Let's drop some pins and let's go check it out and just scout the rest of the day. Maybe set up for an afternoon or whatever. I mean, it's just gonna be constantly hunting for a week.
nice.
Oh,
Man, it's nice down here in Florida. We haven't gotten under 70 degrees, and I think in the beginning of November, almost October or something, it's been 80 degrees every day, man. I can't wait for a little bit of cold weather to come down here.
oh man, yeah, it was
Can't
like
freaking wait.
high 60s and low 70s here. I mean, it's just. I mean, granted, I'm in the house, but painting. But I mean, wearing shorts and t-shirts in December, you got to step out into the shed to go. Oh man, I forgot. I got to get another paintbrush, or I got to get my edging tool, or something. And you walk outside, you're putting sunglasses on, and you're wearing Crocs and shorts, and you know. So where's Dixie May out of?
North Dakota, he's in the negatives.
Oh shit!
Oh man, what that that Arctic blast you're getting up there right now. Ooh, that sucks. Beach is real nice right now.
Oh, yeah. I got a buddy of mine out. He may come in here. I just sent him. He's out of the Carolina. Which Carolina are you from, bud? I live in South Carolina. That's why I'm asking. Buddy of mine, I just texted and told him we were up here. He's a call maker, Riley Hendricks, and he made a. Oh, Raleigh. Oh, you're from Raleigh. Okay. I'll be hunting sort of up your way here in a little while. But he just came out with a new teal call today. And you know how I am about duck calls. I just love them. I mean, I will
You're a collector.
I'm a collector, dude. I mean, if you ever see my call collection one day, I mean, it's just, I got about 60 calls up here, you know. But he came out with this little teal call, and over the phone, man, that thing sounds so sweet. Oh man, he would call me, and there he is, the Hoosier Outdoorsman.
Hoosier Outdoors, Henry Vines in the house. What's going on, guys?
Yeah, we were talking about your call, Riley. But yeah, he sent me a sound file, and I was driving, and I really couldn't hear it that well. So I called him and said, "All right, hit a couple of licks while I'm going down the road." And I'm in a parking lot, you know,
blaring.
Yeah, but yeah. So I said, "Yeah, pack that one up and send it to me, buddy." Don't send it to nobody else.
Nice.
Send that one to me.
Man, have you ever been to the Bass Pro over there in Memphis, the pyramid one?
I have not since it's been the Bass Pro. I went there when it was the DU headquarters.
Okay, I mean it's still the DU headquarters. I guess they got the DU museum there.
Right.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, they got the whole museum of like all the old duck calls and everything. I thought that was pretty cool, man.
Oh,
From like
speaking of which,
1912 or something like that.
oh yeah. Speaking of which,
I see what Matt's got in store for us. There you go.
you see that little thing right there?
Yeah.
All right. See if I can kind of
As big as your middle finger.
Fingers. I mean, it's a teal call, dude.
Oh, cool.
And I don't know who makes it, where it came from, Riley. If you're looking, there it is. Well, I sent him some pictures. But check this out. It's just a little teal call, man. I mean, but
It sounds still pretty good.
I know it. I haven't messed with it or anything. That's just a neat little something I picked up the other day
Where'd you find it at?
at a garage sale.
Man, that's a cool find. You never know what the history is behind it.
They thought it was a toy, and I looked
Really?
at it. And I said, I looked at it and I went,
I'll give you 75 cents.
I gave him $2, and I said, I'll give you $2 for it. And they said, okay, yeah. And as soon as I came up, I hit a couple licks, and they all looked at me. Everybody was looking. I said, thank you.
See you away. Yeah, you never know. It could be worth a couple $100 or something.
I have no idea, dude. I don't know who makes it. There's no stamps on it. No, no nothing. There's no, you know, I've taken it apart, looked at it. There's nothing there.
Andy, have a good one, man.
All right, Andy, take care. But yeah, I just thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like I said, and if it's the right
Mm-hmm.
maker, it could be worth thousands.
Oh, well, let me show you one. This now this is made by a fellow by the name of Sam Cox, and Cox Call,
Alvin,
and
how's it going, Alvin?
yeah, and he didn't make too many of these calls. He was a knife maker, and you can see the checker, the inlay on there.
Yeah.
But it's a metal reed call, and kind of the real foot design. Um, but that is. I had a guy probably about 20 years ago, and let's see, I think it's dated. Yeah, 1984. He made this in 1984, and probably about 20 years ago, I was at a banquet here in Sumter, and there was this. Riley probably knows what the guy's name is, but he wrote a book on duck calls, and I just can't remember his name, but he offered me over $1,000 for this call.
Hmm.
He goes, "How much you want for that call?" And I laughed and I said, "You ain't got enough money in your pocket." And he said, "Well, I got 1,000." I said, "Like I said, you ain't got enough money in your pocket." Um, my dad has one. He made two of these and gave one to my dad and gave one to me. And um, you know, I like it. I don't use it. I'm scared I'm gonna lose it. Is what what I'm afraid of. There's,
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at it, I'm gonna probably knock it out of tune, and I have to play with it for a while. So there's a barrel, right? And then you have a wooden wedge. Then you have the brass metal reed.
That's
Then you have the
crazy.
tone board. And so if this thing comes apart, you've lost the
E-
reed, you've
Everything.
lost the wedge, and I can't. You can't replace it, and you know, I don't I don't even know if the guy's still alive or not.
Hmm. That's wild though. I never seen a metal reed though. Plus, I mean, that's a little bit before my time.
Yeah, see, like he's saying after losing that Dixie Mallard, um, I don't know if you know or heard of Chick Majors, but Chick Majors was a very famous duck caller and duck call maker. I think he won world championship. Um, his apprentice was Butch Rickenbach. So um, I had one of Chick Major's original duck calls called the Dixie Mallard, and I lost the insert,
Ugh.
and I got it replaced. And then one day I was coming out of the woods, and the whole call was gone. Everything, it was just gone. The whole everything was gone. Uh, so, um, yeah, I don't hunt with this call. This call stay stays in the house. So, but that was back in our days where we didn't have duck call lanyards. We would we'd take a piece of twine and you tie it around the barrel right here and have a length coming out, and you would cut a hole in your hunting jacket or your vest. Take a knife or something, just punch a hole in it, and then tie the string around it, and then tie the string around your or put it around a button loop. You know, make a button loop out of it. Put it on your jacket button or something, and it would just sit there. And I came out of the woods one morning after a hunt, and the whole thing was gone, string, everything.
Dang it, man.
Well, listen, Josh, if you can get up here and get in the chat room, you can at least get up here on panel.
Yeah. Come on, Matt. I mean, Josh. What are you doing?
Oh man. So what are we talking about tonight, buddy?
Well, I mean, like I was saying, like preparation for the second split.
He's half asleep on the couch. He's so full of it. Just getting it all together. I mean, I've got everything together. I've got some divers that I've borrowed, and they're on some pretty lengthy lines, and I'm gonna put them on a gang rig. I had to order a couple more weights, and I got those coming in the mail. And once they come in here, I'll put everything on a gang rig and put them in a decoy bag and head on out.
Gotcha.
But I mean, there's really no prep, man. I mean, I'm ready. All I gotta do is load up and go. You know, my bags are packed, dude.
Yeah.
I got I got a sea bag in the back of my truck right now. It's got all my hunting stuff in it. Only I gotta do is grab cameras and my gun and my blind bag, and that's it.
You're ready to get out of here.
I'm gone.
Get it and go, huh? Oh yeah.
How about yourself?
Like I said, I was out scouting, trying to get things ready. Get a couple mojos, some batteries for them, get all the electrical decoys charged back up.
Yeah.
Got a new battery for the boat. Little miscellaneous things, kind of brushing the blind a little bit better.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But yeah, man, the freaking drone helps so much for scouting.
Oh, I need
Tell
to
you
get
what.
one.
It was just this little guy, the little DJI. It was perfect. Perfect. It's tiny. It's one of the smaller ones. And, dude, you can throw it in your back pocket if you want, and run around with it.
I want to get one of those ones that you can actually land it in the water.
Oh, yeah. Well, they have attachments for it.
No, this one's completely waterproof.
Okay.
So if it does crash, which I will crash it, it's completely waterproof and floats. So I'm gonna be saving up my nickels for that. Because I I've had a couple of drones, and I never got a chance to use them while I was hunting or scouting because I was practicing with them. And the first one I had did a nosedive into the water. I mean, it just took off and went straight for the water and didn't stop till it hit. And the other
Oh
one, I still
Lord.
don't know where it's at.
Yeah,
I never found it.
yeah, one of them cheap drones.
Yeah, it just took off, and it probably went back to China. Um, so I do. I want to get one of those that it's got the GPS in it. It's waterproof. Um, because I know good and well I'll fly that thing, and I will. I'll kill it. I'll just absolutely kill it. So
Oh, I hear you.
what do I got here? I happen to lose you. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I got a little something popped up on my computer, and I'm trying to. I have no idea what this is. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it definitely got to go DJI. You can't buy one of them cheap little drones. You gotta drop some coins. Oh yeah, we definitely. I do a
Oh yeah.
little bit of squirrel shooting every once in a while, and then down here, pig is considered small game too. So we'll shoot some pig.
I do. I shoot doves. I love dove. I love a good dove shoot. I'm a wing shooter. I do deer hunt a little bit, but I have not had the opportunity to hunt this year so far. Just haven't had time. I start to think about it, and I look at the clock, and I said, "Nope, I don't have time to get out there." So
Dang it, man! You can't even get out for like an afternoon hunt.
no, I work when I'm working. I'm working from 7 to 5.
Yeah.
And this weekend, I kind of promised my wife that I would um, get the bedroom painted and get the new furniture and stuff in it. And um, so the painting's done, and we're just letting it dry. And over the next um, day or evening, I'm gonna put I got to do the cleanup. Get that done, and then get the new bed in there, and put the new armoire in there. And once it goes in, and I've got the old furniture I got to get rid of. So
Yep.
just trying to get the honeydews done before the
Henry,
season
where are
reopens.
you at? Because he says dub just became legal in 21.
Whoa,
Where are you at?
got to be Indiana or Illinois.
Huh.
I would think. I would just take a guess. Either one of those two states.
Province of Quebec. Huh.
Okay.
I didn't think that. I thought they were allowed to shoot dove up there. That's crazy.
I guess Dixie Mae's going. Good night. All right, man. Take care.
Good night. Huh. Wow, that's crazy. Canadian, eh? A bunch of don't you knows? Yeah, man, that's cool. Tasty little buggers.
Oh, don't you know that?
Oh yeah.
I still got a pile up in the freezer. I got to get rid of. I got to I got to do something with them.
Yeah, jalapeno poppers in the oven, dude. Easiest way
Oh
to
no,
cook
dude!
up a whole bunch.
I'm gonna make a perlo probably.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
everybody loves the poppers though.
yeah. But this, I always tell people there's so much more to eating wild, especially eating doves and ducks than poppers.
Oh yeah,
Everybody wants to
100%.
roll them up and fill them full of cream cheese and jalapeno and wrap them in bacon and put them on a grill. And they're good and all. Um, I mean, they really are. I mean, they're delicious that way. But there's just so much more you can do. Make a make a perlo. You can fry them. Make a plate of grits.
Oh yeah,
Make some gravy out of that drippings.
steak and eggs, pretty much. In the morning,
Yeah.
just pan fry them. That's usually what I do. I mean, but if you're going to feed like a whole group of them, poppers is the way to go, in my opinion, at least.
Take them
Especially
and
if they, especially if somebody does it is iffy about trying game. It really takes the flavor. It takes the game flavor out of the dove
right.
when you do poppers. But they'd be like, "Here you go." They'd be like, "Oh man, this is great," and all this other stuff. And then you're like, "Yeah, you gotta try it some other ways."
My favorite, especially with ducks, is to um, grind the meat up and add a little bit of pork fat to it just to give it the moisture that it needs, and stuff them in manicotti shells, and then wrap that in bacon,
Ooh,
and then put that on the smoker. Oh
stuffed
my
shells for
gosh!
dinner. Oh,
Oh my gosh! You talk about oh man! Oh
uh, I mean, I would say a 20 gauge is perfect for them because you're not obliterating them. You can use a 12, you can use a 16, you can use a 28, 20. I mean, with the 12, kind of want to let them get out a little further, because you don't want to debreast it and cook it all in one shot. What do you think about that, Matt? What do you think?
when I'm on a dove hunt, unless I am specifically wanting to carry my 16 gauge that day, because I love shooting a 16 gauge. I usually shoot doves with a 20.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, it's less recoil. It's faster. It's faster on the swing. Um, I mean, I have 12 gauges. I got a lot of them. Um, but I haven't shot a 12 gauge in so long, dude. I mean, it's just um, it's absolutely correct. Well, the last time I shot a 12 gauge, I went turkey hunting last year.
Okay.
Um, and I shoot my 12 for turkeys. You know, and I only do
Yeah.
that because the 20 gauge is just the 20 gauge that I got is a really nice looking gun, metal and wood, and the 16 gauge, even though it's a fixed full choke, it's not tight enough for turkeys. You know, so I shoot my Browning silver. It's an all black gun. And I got a choke that's, I mean, 35 yards. I got a pattern like that. So, you know,
Oh yeah. Yeah. So are you gonna try to get out and do some hunting this season though?
you talking to me or
You.
you talking about turkey hunting?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My second passion in life is turkey hunting.
Okay.
Um, I mean, if I had to quit duck hunting for whatever reason, um, I would do nothing but turkey hunt. I love shooting turkeys. I love hunting turkeys. Whether I shoot one or not, I love being in the turkey woods.
Hmm.
Love it. That is my second passion. I mean, I'm all out for it. I mean, and my favorite thing is to film them. In reality, is to film turkeys. If you can film turkeys, if you can self film a turkey hunt, you're doing something. You are doing something.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, those are people that hunt turkeys. They know. I mean, you can't move a muscle, and to get out there and set up multiple angles for cameras and to build a blind or take material in with you to put up a blind instead of I'm not talking about doing one of the well, I call them the blind huts. You know the one I'm talking about, the pop-up blinds.
Yeah.
I'm talking about carrying netting and draping netting over you and sticking a camera through it and trying to figure out how you're going to get a gun through it if you're going to shoot one. Um, you know, it's you're actually doing something. And I got a turkey in last year about 35 yards before I shot him. He just started acting kind of squirrely on me, and I said, "Well, I need to take this shot." And I shot him. I got him, and I got him on film. And but that was a tough hunt.
I
Um,
bet.
that was a tough hunt.
Hmm.
But
Man, I just can't wait for it to cool down. We are supposed to get some cold weather this week
yep,
or next weekend, hopefully. Yeah, it's supposed to be down in like the high 50s on our hunt, hopefully. All goes well.
I hadn't even looked at our weather.
Keep my fingers crossed. Usually it keeps birds running around a little bit
Oh yeah,
longer. Oh yeah,
that's
it's
why.
definitely a tough
Go ahead.
sport.
Go ahead.
Henry Vine was saying last spring he went for turkey and couldn't get them into the decoys. The Tom already had their hands. Like you said, it's tough.
Yep. That's a lot of times when you're turkey hunting, and I'm no expert by no means. I don't claim to be one, um, but I do know that when our birds get henned up, it's an all day affair. If you can do it, it's an all day. You better pack a lunch and plenty of water. And um, like last year, I had my turkey. I killed this one over a hen, over a decoy. Um, but I mean, I've had to pull my decoys up and just go sit in the woods and just every hour make a soft call, and then you will see them, because they're searching, they can't find it, and hope to draw them in closer. I mean, it can get really tough. I mean, real tough. I love it. Like I said, if I couldn't duck on it any longer for whatever reason, I would chase turkeys. That's all I would do. It would. I just don't know how Daddy Turkey would sound on the YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Osceola turkey is probably one of the hardest turkeys to hunt. Have you ever came down here and tried to get one?
Nope. All I've ever shot were the Easterns. So that's
Man,
a
they do not respond to calls. They do not call back. Nothing. They're very, very silent birds. And it's crazy. Crazy to think that they don't call or anything. Very,
yeah.
very rare you'll hear them gobble back. Even the hens are silent.
I had them last. Usually, this little piece of property that I hunt, they're usually a silent bird. I mean, you very seldom hear them. That's because of the wild dogs and the coyotes that are in the area. They've got them shut up. But last year, I don't know what was the deal, but last year they were vocal. But they were only vocal in the morning. They'd gobble off the tree. As soon as they hit the ground, they'd shut up. I mean, you'd hear them in the trees just gobbling their heads off, and then they'd hit the ground and just shut up. But at least I could locate them, and get say, okay, they're roosting over here. Let me try to slide in closer to them. At one point last year, I actually sat up under the tree that the turkey was in. And didn't realize it until that morning. And he gobbled. He was about 20 feet above me. It scared me about half to
death. Oh man, shoot him from coming down from the roost, huh?
Oh, I couldn't get the gun up fast enough. He went the other way. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if he knew I was there or what, but I could hear the hens in the back and behind me, and they were clucking and giving little tree yelps. And like I said, as soon as it got light enough for him to see, boy, he flew down and went to them. Never saw him again.
That's crazy, man.
But I am ready, man. Ready for the season to start up again.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, I can't freaking wait. Like, I didn't really get out too much to hunt like I wanted to the first split, but the second split, I'm definitely going to go hard. Definitely going to go hard. Try to get in some afternoon hunts, especially when the cold weather comes down.
Right.
Definitely pushing birds around, because that's usually the day you want to hunt, is the day that it's cold weather.
Yeah. I'm not saying you can't shoot them in the afternoon here, but all right, Henry, take care of yourself. I don't have much luck hunting in the afternoons.
Really?
And I don't know, I don't know, but I don't like, maybe it's because I don't like to hunt in the afternoons. I hate putting the boat up in the dark. I mean, I don't mind putting the boat in the dark, but sometimes hunting that swamp, if you get turned around going in, that's okay because it'll get daylight soon. But if you get turned around coming out in the evening, you're there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a different light. That's for sure. That's one thing. Every time I go out for like an afternoon hunt, it's like I don't know. It's definitely a different light from the morning light. I can't really explain it. But my eyes can't like adjust to it, just like how the morning light is. I don't know. It's definitely weird. Things look off to me.
Yeah. I've heard about this, and it's something that I've been doing for years and years and years. I don't know why some of the bigger duck call companies, the some of the guys they're making duck calls are now starting to talk about this now. But the way I look at it, and I always have, if you, well, I'm gonna use a YouTuber for example, Cody from After Five Outdoors. He does not blow a duck call at all, and he'll put 5 to 7 decoys out, and he shoots his ducks. He shoots mallards, gadwall, pintails. I mean, he shoots it all. He's up in Minnesota. Now his season's over with, but he doesn't call at all. And I contribute this factor to the ducks have been shot at since September from Canada and on down. And by the time they get to the southern states, they're call shy, they're decoy shy, they're hole shy. And I think a lot of people, used to think that hard calling was the ticket, especially in states like Arkansas, Louisiana, the Mississippi Flyway, the Central Flyway, where they're seeing new birds constantly. But nowadays, with I'm not saying the invention, but with the way they have these corn ponds all over the place, these flooded cornfields, that are managed for ducks, so to speak. They're not seeing the ducks like they used to, so they're having to change the way they call up, and they're going into soft calling. And but I've been advocating that for years. Soft quacks. Not that rapid fire machine gun feed chuckle. Doing a couple of clucks with a quack mixed in. Not doing the long, drawn out hail calls, just doing little comebacks and little, hey, here I am calls, and just keeping it quiet. I've been advocating that for years. I don't know why that the bigger call makers are now just starting to figure it out. Other than that's the ducks, by the time they get to them, have seen everything, heard everything, and they're stale. I hope that answered your question. I mean, what do you think, Billy?
I don't know. It's hard to tell because, I mean, sometimes I'll be blasting on the call and it'll turn birds. And especially for down here, I mean, everything's getting shot at from Canada down to this way. You know what I mean? So it depends on like the distance of the birds. Maybe, sometimes I'll hit a soft little feed call or just a quiet little quack or something and get their attention so they can see the spread. I mean, but down here in the South, I mean, you kind of have to be observant of the birds and how they react to the calls.
Right.
It's especially like I said down here, everything is freaking getting shot at from Canada down to me. I'm like the last stop.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know why they're just now talking about it. Like it's a new thing. It's not. I mean, it's I've had guys, and I've done it myself. You just put put 1 or 2 decoys out, and no call them. You put your calls in your pocket. Nash Buckingham said, I think he said it the best, and I am paraphrasing. The best conservation tool that a hunter can have is a duck call.
Yeah.
Because keep
Spook
it in your
them
pocket.
off.
Yeah, blows them off. It blows them out of there. So keep calls in your pocket.
Oh yeah.
It's a tool. Know when to use it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's like the different areas. For me, SCAs do not blow a call unless if it's opening day or the opening day of second split, you can maybe get away with calling. Maybe. But do not even bring them. Because you're in such tight quarters. Everybody's shooting at them. So they're all flying high. It's just depending on where you set up is if they want to be there. And mainly you're just pass shooting.
Right.
It's super hard to decoy birds in that tight little area with so much pressure. See, on the other hand, like the area I hunt on public land, it's so wide open, not that much pressure throughout the whole season. You can get away with calling loud, soft, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some days, I've had them. I mean, if you've hunted more than twice duck hunting, you have some of your days. But I've had it where you couldn't get ducks in unless you called loud, and just stayed on them all the way to the water.
Oh yeah.
You've had those days. I've had days you hit the perfect quack, and I mean they turn tail and they're gone. They don't want nothing to do with you.
Oh yeah. I said I know what that is. That ain't real.
Yeah, nope, I ain't staying. Nope. I ain't having no part of that. I mean, but it reminds me of a day we were hunting in Arkansas. We were hunting rice fields, and it was a guided hunt, and we were on layout boards in the rice fields, and the guide, great guy, awesome hunter, knows what he's doing, knew how to blow a duck call. But he was like, these ducks just aren't working. And I said, well, do you mind if I give it a try? Because, when if I'm hunting with somebody else, like if I came down to hunt with you, I'm not going to blow a duck call unless you ask me to.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm in your spot. I'm with you. It's just common courtesy, unless we've made arrangements beforehand.
Yeah.
But I said, do you mind if I try calling? He said, man, go for it. If you think you can do it, And I turned to my dad and I said, let's get on them. And we called those ducks. It was high winds, and we got loud, rambunctious. We would not let up. Those
made
ducks
it sound like a party.
Oh, it was nasty, boy. I mean, it was dirty. And they were flirting all around us, and I mean, we hit them on the corners. The only time we didn't hit them was when they're coming straight at us. But as soon as I got their tails to me, man, I was on them, and I mean, I just stuck with it. And we finally turned that bunch of birds, and we put them on the water. But it was a windy day, and it was just one of those that they wanted to be somewhere. It's just there wasn't enough for them to be there, and we had to convince them.
Yeah.
And I've had other days, man, where you just could not. I mean, I don't care what you did. I don't care if you had a live duck with you. I don't think those birds would have came down. So
yeah.
It's to me, it's all about knowing how to read your birds, and where I'm at, you got to read them quick. If you don't read them quick, because you're only going to get one shot. You're only going to get one chance, and that's it.
So what do? Call out their tail feathers? Call ahead?
I call them on the corners, and I call it their tails.
Okay.
If I got them circling and they're on the corner, I'm gonna hit them. Once they turn, if they turn into me, it may be a soft quack, it may be a soft chuckle. What I call a clucking quack. Just just one and back, just something very soft and subtle.
Yeah.
But once I see their tails and their tails are going, man, I lay into them. I'll lay into them.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I kind of do. But man, it was weird. I have a video coming out Tuesday. and I could have swore they were models. They look like a little bit bigger ducks. I mean, all the ringers were flying high, and I could have swore they were model because they were just above the sawgrass, flying together as a pair, and we had more ringers up high. So usually when the ringers see each other, they just go up and fly with each other. But
Right.
man, these two freaking ringers. I mean, I'm wailing on the call, and they're leaving. They're probably about 200 yards out. I mean, wailing on the call, and I got them to turn through a mallard call. I'm like, oh, these are models coming in. Me and Tristan, we freaking smoked both of them. We're like, those are freaking ringers.
Oh
What the
wow.
heck is going on here, man? So I guess it's just really pretty much if you have the decoys set up right uh, and give them something to hear and look at, they're going to come.
Yeah.
You know, because usually I'll do a ringer call and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Right. A little diving purr.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
Glacier Shark Outdoors. What is going on, man?
How you
How's
doing
it going?
tonight?
That's a new visitor. How's
I've
it
never
going,
seen
man?
this one before.
Neither have I. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, man. It should be a good video. I'm dropping Saturday. We both smoked our
Is
limits,
that the
and
is that the premiere that you're doing?
yeah,
Okay.
and the it was a good hunt. Super fun, man. I loved the freaking the birds just coming out of the sky. I mean, super high, just diving straight into the decoys. I was
Oh,
like
you gotta love it. Yeah.
mind blown.
Do
Oh, I
y'all ever
appreciate it.
get do y'all ever get any
Make sure
snow
you
geese
drop
down there?
a thumbs up real quick. The what were you saying now, Matt?
I'm sorry about that. Do you ever get any snow geese down that way?
Yeah, very very rare, but we had three of them shot already out of the STAs, and then a little bit more north, like kind of where Andy wants to go.
Yep.
About 10 of them have been taken out, which is
Wow.
like mind blown.
We get them. I mean, we get them on the coast. Occasionally, we used to get them on the lakes. And when we had grass, and when I'm talking about grass, when we had hydrilla, I took a couple of Canada decoys and I just painted them white. And I would put them in because we had a lot of divers back then, a lot of ringnecks, canvasbacks, bluebills, redheads. And we would set up a diver rig with a puddle ducks on the side of it. But I always took those two decoys that I painted completely white, and I would put a little black X on the back for the for the wing feathers for a snow goose, and it was amazing the amount of divers that we would shoot that were zeroed in on those two white decoys.
Hmm.
It was absolutely nuts. Um,
Wow.
um, we were hunting an area that was pretty heavy. There was a lot of pressure that day, and all the ducks were coming to us. I mean, everything was coming to us, and they were zeroed in on those two white decoys. It was crazy. It was just two goose decoys I painted white,
Hmm.
and I didn't put them out there for a chance of snow geese. I put them out there as to something different. So any duck hunters that are out there listening right now, maybe in the background or what have you, I don't even know how many people we got tonight, but if you live in the Southern Flyway, man, always try to mix it up. Try to do something a little bit different than what other people are doing. If most people are putting out two and a half dozen decoys, either put out more or way less, and then put something out there that's got some high visibility to it.
Definitely.
Something. Whether it's a pair of Canadas or a pair of snow geese or one pintail, something, just something that's got, that can be seen from a distance. At least try it. It may help you. It may not. It's a tool. Put it in your toolbox and try it out.
Definitely. I mean, I use coot decoys. Anything that's a confidence decoy, I pretty much try to use.
Mm-hmm.
I have an egret decoy that I keep like right next to the boat because my boat looks like an island. So I'll put it on like literally on like the frame, make it
Right.
look like it's sitting on the frame. But sometimes, I mean, people don't like it because it gets in the way. But if I'm hunting by myself, I'll just put it on the frame, make it look like it's standing there.
Right.
And they'll see that, and I think they come in. It's kind of hard to tell, but I think it helps.
Yeah. I think anything helps. I mean, whatever you can do, it's just something different. Like I said, just try something different. I don't,
Definitely,
I don't think there's any, um, I'm not saying anything right or wrong, but you just got to be different. You got to be different out there sometimes. And try to figure out if it works, it works. It may only work that one time. It may only, work a handful of times, but try it. Anything you can. I mean, I'm not going
definitely.
to repaint, $200 Canada decoys. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
But if I had some old carry lights that have been collecting dust for a couple years and they're not dry rotted, you know, grab a little can of Krylon, go at it.
oh yeah. It's like kind of like repainting some of the decoys for us down here. Like we'll take pintails and we'll paint them black belly whistlers.
Yeah,
We'll paint them those, and hopefully that works. I mean, they don't usually land in deep water, and that's the thing. And I
right.
mean, deep water's like 2 feet for them,
Yeah,
and it's kind of weird for them. They really like real shallow areas.
mud flats. Yeah,
Yeah, real shallow.
yeah. They'd rather walk.
Yeah, very weird ducks, man. Very weird.
And I still ain't killed one yet.
Ah, dude, they are everywhere down here.
I want
The
one
uh,
so bad.
the STA hunt, it sucks, man. Like there was we had an afternoon hunt. Uh, dude, we shot three of them and one teal. It was a fun little shoot, just to being out there. But as soon as shooting light ended, because out there they stop an hour before the end, so they want everybody out when legal shooting light is of the area.
Oh, okay.
And dude, as soon as because I called it like I was like, hey man, it's probably gonna be 30 minutes to 15 minutes before we gotta leave is when we're going to see the massive flights. But lo and behold, it was after we couldn't shoot, and man, we saw thousands of them,
Hmm.
huge numbers, huge numbers. I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me, man. I mean, everywhere. It was funny because they knew as soon as everybody stopped shooting, you just see large flights of them. I'm like, that
Yes.
sucks.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like any tree duck, and a wood duck's the same thing. I mean, when are they gonna start flying? When the whistle blows and you got to go home. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's when they're gonna fly. Uh, yep. Yeah, I have not. I've been to our swamp once this year, and that was for a youth hunt. That's it. I've been going back and forth to North Carolina, dude, and I'm going to continue to do that. Um, I do have I can't really get into a lot of it right now, but there's a really good chance that we may be getting some property um, soon, and if that happens, it's going to be managed for waterfowl.
Man, that'd be
Um,
awesome.
and I'm stoked for that. And that'll be for next year. I mean, that'll be next year's hunting, but still, being able to get that property and manage it the way I want it managed, and the guys that I hunt with want it managed. No cornfields, no flooded corn. All you know, if anything is planted, it'll probably be rice, and that'll be a harvested crop. So it'll be harvested prior to the duck season. Um,
Gotcha.
but still, the smart weeds and the grasses and the natural stuff that the ducks like and what they need this time. When they get to the southern flyway. Yeah, I'm kind of stoked for that.
I bet,
Um,
man. Have a little
yeah.
YouTubers retreat, huh?
Yep. 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 Um, it's yeah. I'm hoping this thing kicks off. Got a guy right now looking for. I haven't talked to him in a few days. I tried calling him the other day, couldn't get a hold of him, and I'm he's either out in the fields doing something. There's no telling, but um, he's supposed to be looking for the property. I got him. He's the one that's actually looking for it, and he's taking on that mission. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
I hope you freaking get it. Definitely hope you get it. Yeah,
There's
that'd be freaking awesome.
dude, I'm telling you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you there's going to be thousands of ducks, but what will be there will be ours, and
Oh
we can
yeah.
hunt it the way we want it hunted. You know, and
Yeah.
and do it the right way. You know.
Yeah, I definitely want to bag a green head this year though. Or next year. Definitely in the
Oh,
near future.
I've got
Cuz
some already.
we haven't, yeah, we don't get mallards down here.
No.
Yeah, right at like Orlando, like Central Florida is like their stop line.
Yep.
Every once in a while you'll see them. Like somebody will harvest maybe one every like 2 years out in the STAs or out in Arthur, but I mean they look deathly ill because they're so skinny.
Yep.
Yeah, they're definitely food has changed for them. They're not used to that. Very lost bird if you find them down here.
Right. Right.
Crazy.
Yeah. I'm just stoked to get back. Um, just can't wait. I mean, like I said, I'm ready. All I got to do is I got a dozen decoys I need to line up on a gang rig. Once I'm done with that, it's all about throwing stuff in the boat from and going. So
Gotcha.
I mean, I don't have anything for videos right now. I mean, I put one out last week or this week, on my
This
lab.
week? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry
Um,
about that. I forgot about that. My
yeah.
condolences,
Well,
man.
she passed away in July, and
Uh,
well, I had to put her down in July, and I was gathering up pictures and putting something together, and there was always a hunt that we went on Thanksgiving Day. Me and a group of guys, we'd always get together Thanksgiving morning. It's a little wood duck hunt, and she was always there. Um, when before I had to retire her, she was always there. Um, and it was just a great little place. I mean, it was a 30-minute hunt, dude. I mean, we spent more time walking in and putting out 5 decoys than we we did
he
actually
did hunting.
hunting.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the only reason we got there early was because I needed to set up cameras. I mean, that was it. That was it took longer to set up the cameras than it did the actual hunt. So that's what I waited until that day where I don't know if you happen to notice it, but on that dog stand was her
The
ashes.
cat. Yeah.
And
When you were calling her.
And and so I waited till that day, and then I put that toward the end of the video. But I had everything ready to go. Thumbnail was done. Everything was ready. I was just waiting for that one hunt, just so I could. And it was really weird because we usually have a lot of ducks on that little hunt. I shot one time, shot one bird, couldn't find it. That was it. That was it. That was only. I mean, usually in that little spot, man, we have hundreds of them. Don't know if somebody got there before us and shot it out, or they've moved on to somewhere else.
Yeah.
Found somebody had. I hate to say it this way, but they found somebody that that their deer corn got somehow put in water somehow. You know, but they just weren't there. And I was hoping to put a bag of, a hefty amount of birds on that stand with her, before I did it, but I couldn't. So I I had to quickly change up how I was going to end it. So I think it came out okay. So
yeah, it was a good little tribute to her, man.
That mallard you saw in the pictures, that was her actual last retrieve.
Wow.
That before I retired her the next morning. And I was lucky to get that mallard. There was that one. It was just a single bird. I was just as happy as a lark. Forgot to turn my cameras on. I mean, I did, dude. I was just so happy. Forgot to turn the cameras on, and I started taking pictures. And then I went to go look at the footage. I said, "Oh, I forgot to turn my cameras on," to get the video. But it is what it is. Things happen. But
definitely.
It was just nice, that her last retrieve was a mallard, so I'm happy for that.
Yeah, man. It's hard putting down a dog, man, especially a good one.
I mean, she's right there.
Okay.
That's where she's at right now.
Yeah, man. I kind of want to water a dog now.
But we got too many Christmas decorations around.
Yeah. I need to get a good water dog, man. I just don't know what I want.
I'd be nervous to have a dog where you're at.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it sucks because that one area, the hunt that's coming up, there was 2 alligators there, so we wouldn't have been able to run a dog unless we throw a little pepper his way.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean. But it sucks. I mean, when it gets cold out, you don't see them at all. But when it's hot like this, they're everywhere.
Yeah,
it sucks.
Yeah, I would be. That would just make me so nervous.
Oh yeah. I mean, it happens. You get reports of dogs being taken from the STAs and stuff like that. I mean,
yeah,
it's like, why aren't you watching your dog, man? But I mean, sometimes you don't even see them. They'll be laying on the bottom, and the dog just goes over them, and
yep,
like a Jaws attack.
Oh, listen, we were. This was many years ago. My wife and I, we were camping in a state park here in South Carolina, and we had 3 dogs, and Gracie was one of them. And we went for a walk and down this little nature trail, and we came up onto these limestone ponds, little sinkhole ponds. And we were walking up. I said, "Oh, this is kind of neat." I started walking up to the pond, and of course, they're labs. So what do? They hit the water. And I mean, as soon as they did, the other side of the bank erupted.
And there's coming.
There must have been 10 or 15 alligators come off that bank. And I was in the water. I was throwing dogs out. I was, jumped, finally we just walked away as fast as we could. And they're like, well, what's going on? We don't understand. And I'm like,
Yeah, oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to ask you. I was wondering. I thought I knew you guys had alligators up there, but
Yeah.
I guess they're only in like certain areas.
No, no. Well, yeah. Our lake system, they're all over the place. Um, I would say anything south of me has alligators. You know, I'm not saying there's none in north of me. I'm just saying that um, the majority of them, are where I'm at and just south.
Gotcha.
And we were south of where I stay at, and it was yeah, I'd hate for an alligator to get a dog, man. That's it's bad enough to lose one to an illness or old age, but to have one taken from you by an alligator, just
Devastating. Yeah, watch
yeah.
it happen right in front of you. Not a good thing. Definitely not a good thing.
Well, how many people
But
do we have in here? Because I can't see the. Yeah.
3. We had a good amount earlier. There was
Yeah.
10 or 12, like almost throughout the whole chat or the whole live.
Right.
So I mean, it's whatever. I mean, it's almost 10 o'clock now. I mean, that's what I was thinking about calling it in about 9 minutes.
That'll work. Whenever
Yeah,
you're ready, I'm in.
yeah,
Whenever you're ready, I'm
yeah. The
sleeping on the
chat.
couch tonight. So,
Oh, you got the doghouse tonight, huh?
well, we don't have the room put back together. So,
Gotcha.
and
Oh,
the other
Hoser's
bedroom is
still here.
a twin bed in it, and um, my wife and I fought over what little blanket we had last night to the point where I'm like, well, you know what? I'll be happy to sleep on the couch. Raleigh's still here. He's still turning out duck calls.
Yep. So Hoser makes duck calls? That's
Yep.
cool.
Yep. He's got I haven't seen it yet. I've heard it. I've seen pictures of it.
Oh, the one call you were listening to in the car blaring?
The teal call, and he's got another one as it's he calls it the hammerhead. I think he's got it in double read and triple read, which is pretty cool. And there's only 2 other duck call makers that I know of that make a triple read, and that would be Jensen or Sure Shot Jensen. If they still make the triple read, and Duck Commander. That's it.
Does he have a website?
Raleigh, if you're listening, the hammerhead is single and triple. Okay. I mean, he's got Facebook. I know that. This is your channel, dude. So is it all right if he posts up his?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll make him a moderator.
Post up your stuff. He also has a podcast that he does.
Okay. Yeah, I just made him a moderator so he can drop a link or whatever.
Yep. I have yet to meet him in person, but I guarantee we talk just about every other day. So.
Yeah, it's cool. Yep. I kind of need a new call.
I don't need another call. I want more calls. I just like to collect them, dude. I mean, I've got calls up here that have never been in the field. Yeah, I've just never hunted with them. I just put them up, and some are cheap, some are expensive, some are unusual.
Hmm.
I think
Yeah,
he's
sir.
asking, what calls do you use?
I use whatever I get my hands on. I mean, I have a. My wife bought me a Echo for our wedding gift. Um, what is it called? They're cheap little teal and wood duck call. Frick, I can't remember the name of it. Um, it was off of Amazon. I forget. Primos, Primos,
Primos.
Primos teal, and um, then I have the whistle from Duck Commander. I rarely use, only when I try to call whistlers. I try to mimic their sound.
Right.
Um,
Well, to
then
me, they sound a lot like a widgeon.
and yeah,
I mean,
kinda.
I
They
mean, it's a
have
widgeon. I'm not saying it is a widgeon. I'm saying it's
well, yeah. I mean, no, I get what you're saying, but
yeah,
the widgeon is a lot higher pitch.
right.
They're wee wee wee, and
Yeah,
then the whistler's like a kind of like a raspy, like nasally sound.
yep.
Yeah, we can. I use that whistle as a Drake call for like a real quiet call. That meh,
Yeah.
meh, meh. But I do not have any custom calls. That's for sure. Just what was at Bass Pro Shop at the time. I have a couple different calls. I can't. The one barrel I love. Um, I can't remember the name of it, but it gets real high, real loud for calling them distance birds. But other than that, just pretty much generic calls, I guess. No no Duck Dynasty calls though.
Oh Lord, I got a pile of them up there.
I mean, that's when they were good though. I mean, some of them are still good. The one call my buddy has, the wood duck call, I like
Oh,
over
yeah.
over my primos.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I
Yeah,
like
just
it.
I'll get a hold of Matt and have him text me your information or whatever.
Or you can just
Like,
put it in the
or come
chat,
out.
Riley. Whatever you want to do. Oh man. Yeah, I'm about ready. I'm kind of like you right now. I'm kind of winding down, Bubba.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. It's about that time.
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay.
Cool. Appreciate it. Yeah, and Matt, whenever you get a chance, let me know.
I
So
will.
we can go from there. But guys, I appreciate everybody coming out, giving thumbs up, and viewing the video. Matt, thank you very much for coming on the live. We'll do it
Always.
again. We'll do it again next weekend and do a little
And I'll be
recap.
live tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay.
We'll do a little recap of the weekend if you go hunting this weekend and see how everybody did.
Okay.
And we'll go from there, guys. I really appreciate everybody thumbs up and everything, and We'll see y'all later.
All right, y'all have a great one, Billy. Take care, brother.
Take care, guys.